out on that field today, ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! And don't do that! And don't do that! When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready? And don't do that. And don't do that. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yap, 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 yap. The bottom line is you got to buckle up your chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yap, 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 yap. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them. He's a man. They can be hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready? And don't do that. And don't do that. It's a wrap. Game over.
Nope, game not over. Just getting started right here on the lunch break. Powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. I'm AJ Jones, winning Wednesday. It's the Super Bowl weekend. Excuse me, haven't sneezed all day. Get on the show live, and there we go. Goodness gracious, man. I'll tell you, can't win for losing and losing for winning. So anyway, it's coming down to the wire. In our lunch break weekly, keeping up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge, Super Bowl edition, playoff edition. I mean, they are so close. It is unbelievable. Let me get to these standings. Let me let you see these standings and give you the update on who needs to do what in order to get the win. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, right now, BGM, Black Girl Magic, leading with 10 wins. My T tied with 10 wins heading into the Super Bowl. Marshawn tied with 10 wins heading into the Super Bowl and still mathematically eligible, alive, Brian C with 9 wins. You see Big Mike and Keisha Kelly in red because they are out of it. So here's what's got to happen. BGM has to win and be closest to the exact final score, or have My T lose, Marshawn lose, and Brian C lose. That's all BGM has to do. My T, same thing. Just win, have BGM, Marshawn, Brian C all lose. Marshawn, same thing as before. Win and have BGM, My T, and Brian C all lose. Brian C, on the other hand, needs some help. He needs BGM, My T, and Marshawn all to lose, him to get it right, and then be closest to the exact final score for both teams. So there you go. BGM win, closest to the final score, she wins. My T wins, closest to the final score, she wins. Marshawn wins, closest to the final score, he wins. Brian C, a miracle. Hail Mary, baby. He needs 3 people above him to lose, and he be closer to the exact final score than anyone else, and then he would walk away with $500. $500. Somebody's going to get it this weekend. So we will see what happens. We will see what happens, but it's going to be amazing. It is going to be, has been amazing, all the way down to the stretch. All right, so what's going to happen on Sunday. What is going to happen on Sunday for this Super Bowl? Let's see. It is going to be in New Orleans, Louisiana. It'll be the Kansas City Chiefs looking for their third Super Bowl win in a row. Has never happened in NFL history. Versus the Philadelphia Eagles making their second trip to the Super Bowl in the last 3 seasons. So these two have met before. Kansas City held on for the win. And now we will see if the Eagles can avenge that loss in New Orleans in this Super Bowl. Eagles are a 1-point underdog. A 1-point underdog. And again, I promise you, I will block and delete you if you come in my space with this, the refs are cheating. The refs are cheating and all that. I enjoy sports too much for that. I enjoy it too much for that. So Kansas City has to just do their thing. Do their thing and stop Saquon Barkley from doing his thing. Stop Jalen Hurts from doing his thing. Stop Brown from doing his thing, and so on. Smith, all those guys. They've got a wealth of offensive talent on that Philadelphia Eagle team. Philadelphia, on the other hand, has got to not leave it up to chance. They have got to dominate, and they have got to win on all 3 phases of the game, because Kansas City can beat you in all 3 phases of the game. The Eagles have got to win all 3. They got to win on the offensive side of the ball, the defensive side of the ball, and they've got to be mistake-free on special teams. Got to do it. Got to do it. And I got to tell you, I believe that there are going to be some wrinkles in this game that we have not seen all year long. Remember the Philly special against the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl? I'm telling you, Philadelphia is ripe with things that we have not seen all year long, but that they have been working on when the eyes of the media are not on them. I don't doubt that with anything that's within me. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Keith Hennick, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Hope everything is going well. Keith Hennick says, no three-peat. Saquon and Jalen will dominate. We'll see, man. That's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take. Saquon's got to be Saquon. Jalen has got to be Jalen. And I'm part of me, listen to me now. Part of me wants Philadelphia to win. Part of me wants Philadelphia to win. So this ignorant narrative of, a quarterback like that can't win in the NFL. I'm just like, stop it, man. This ain't your granddaddy's quarterbacking. This ain't your granddaddy's quarterbacking. The game has evolved. The game has changed. And it blows my mind how people say things like that when you had Fran Tarkington, who was a scrambler like nobody's business. Roger Staubach's nickname was Roger the Dodger. No, they didn't run for 1,000 yards, but they had enough movement and mobility to keep plays alive and do what they do. Why is it any different with Jalen? Why? Oh, because he runs the ball 15, 16 times a game. So does Josh Allen. Yeah, but it's different. He can play from the pocket. So can Jalen Hurts. I'm not making it a race thing. I'm just saying it's ignorant. It's ignorant. If you are a credentialed, seasoned veteran media professional and that's what's coming out of your mouth, bruh, hang them up. Hang them up. Do the Leonard Hamilton. Announce your retirement now and do it as soon as you can. All man said, Eagles, no doubt. And welcome back, Keith. I love that, man. I love the friendships on the lunch break. I do. I love it. Y'all have become like your own ecosystem, and I love that. I love it. Family, community. I love that. And I do. I lean on some of you all as family. Seriously, without a doubt. So I'm just saying, man, literally, let Jalen Hurts be Jalen Hurts. Stop trying to make him into your favorite quarterback or dog him for not being your favorite quarterback. Again, man, that dude got in the league by doing what he's doing right now. And he has gotten to 2 Super Bowls in the last 3 years. Patrick Mahomes is not just going to stand in the pocket and let y'all kill him. He's going to move around. He's going to get first downs with his legs when the defense is asleep. And guess what? He's been to not 1, not 2, but 3 straight Super Bowls. So if you don't realize that your ideology is no longer valid, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. There are 2 teams with quarterbacks that can say what we're doing is working. Philadelphia and Kansas City. I'm even going to tell you this, and you're not going to like it. Whatever they're doing in Buffalo ain't working because they haven't been there. They've lost not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times to a team with a mobile quarterback. I'm not going to call him a running quarterback because that's not what Patrick Mahomes is, but to a mobile quarterback. So you keep relying on that old theology. See where it gets you. See where it gets you. Again, look at this love. Look at this lunch break love. Hey, man, good to see you. I like it. I like it. All right, so anyway, it's going down. It's going down on Sunday, 5:30 Central, live on Fox. Live on Fox. Don't have to have cable for this one. You got one of them old TVs with a digital antenna because you can't do it with a rabbit ears anymore. You got to have a digital antenna. You can watch this game. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. For all of the 4 people, well, let's say the 6 people, because I still want to see what Keisha come up with. I still want to see what Big Mike comes up with. So send your picks in. Send your picks in by Sunday at 5 o'clock Central. 5 o'clock Central. Gives you 30 minutes before kickoff. You'll find out about any late scratches, any late additions, people who have been activated or anything like that. You'll find that out. You'll find that out. I am not in New Orleans. I wish I were. Man, a lot going on in my new line of work with wealth management, man, trying to keep people from pulling all of their resources out of their stock, out of their stock portfolios, out of their 401ks. Like folks were ready to risk it all on Monday. And sure enough, by Monday afternoon, things kind of turned around. Tuesday, I think, was the day when everybody thought all hell was about to break loose. So again, I'm not in New Orleans, but shout out to all my colleagues who are down there. David Grubb, I know, is down there. My little sister, Kelsey Nicole Nelson, is down there doing big things for a Fox affiliate in the DMV. Love her to life. Sheena Quick is down there. Also got to give love to Vashti Hurt, Carolina Blitz down there. Again, got to give love. It's National Women in Sports Day. And I love that. I love that. I'll be posting something later on Twitter. I'm not calling it X because it's always going to be Twitter to me with that moron running it. But yeah, I'm going to be posting later on X links of women that you should be following. And if you're on Bluesky, I'm on Blue Sky, but I call it Bluesky. If you're on Bluesky, come on over there. I'll be dropping that same list over there as well. Okay. All right. So anyway, it's going down. It is going down. We'll see on Sunday who's going to get the win. I like to kind of do this. As far as matchups go. I like to try to do this as far as matchups go. So Patrick Mahomes coming in this game, 3,928 yards, 26 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Almost, over 1,000 yards behind him is none other than Jalen Hurts. 29-03, 18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Got to give the check mark in that to the Kansas City Chiefs. Running game. Kareem Hunt for KC, 728 yards, 7 touchdowns in that one. On the other side, I'll just tell you now, the check goes to Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 2,005 yards this season, 13 touchdowns. Got to give that check mark to Philly. Receiving, Travis Kelce, 823 yards, 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. He averages 97, or he has 97 receptions this season. but the check mark goes to the other side. A.J. Brown, 1,079 yards, 7 touchdowns, and he's done that in only 67 receptions. They definitely get the nod there. Offensive line, I've got to go with Philly on that. Kansas City's line is kind of piecemeal, added together, got folks kind of playing out of position. It's worked now, don't get me wrong. It has worked, but still giving the offensive line edge to Philly. Now, let's go on the other side of the ball. Defensive line. I'm going KC. Have you seen that big mountain of a man, Mr. Jones, for Kansas City? I know what Philly's got, but that brother right there steps up in games like this. He steps up in games like this, and Kansas City's had some folks that have been kind of stepping up down this playoff stretch. So I'm going to give the defensive line edge to Kansas City. Linebackers, again, slight edge to Kansas City. Defensive backs, I'm going to give the slight edge to Philly on that one. So if you look at all the check marks, you would think that Philly has a slight edge in this game. Until you beat Kansas City, you can't beat Kansas City. I'm going to stick with the Chiefs for my pick, but I will not be mad if Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles get their first Super Bowl win in a long time. So that's what I got. Hold on. Let me go over here to Allmad. If you have time, I told you Jason Kidd would mess up that team. Go Rockets. I don't think Jason Kidd messed up that team. That wasn't a Jason Kidd alone decision. For those who don't know what we're talking about, the Dallas Mavericks traded away their best player. I can't say of all time because they did have a dude that was pretty good that's in the NBA Hall of Fame. Take that with you, my man. But that you can't put that on you can't put that on Jason Kidd. In fact, I don't know what the hell the Dallas Mavericks organization was thinking. And for folks, it's Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban is no longer involved in any of the day-to-day runnings of the Dallas Mavericks. So keep up. I don't know. I feel like they were trying to unload salary and that they're going to make a big run for somebody. I don't know if it's going to happen before the trade deadline this week or if they're planning for free agency in the summer. All I'll say is Dallas cannot be that dumb and that inept. I feel like there's a master plan somewhere and we just don't see it yet. I hope it does not include Kevin Durant. No shade at Kevin, but we have seen that Kevin Durant cannot lead a team to the promised land by himself. In fact, they're talking about Kevin Durant going back to Golden State. That would be the best thing for him. I don't even know if that window is still open for them to do what they did before. Of course, Klay Thompson is gone. Draymond, but I just don't know. But anyway, I will not put that on Jason Kidd for the move to get Anthony Davis in place of Jason Kidd. I do think that the Lakers are going to be very interesting. I don't think they're done either. I think they need another big. But I think the Lakers are going to be very interesting. We'll know more on Saturday. That's when Luka is going to play his first game. I watched the Lakers last night, and they balling. That Dorian Finney-Smith deal, that one is interesting. Let me make sure, see what he did last night. The Lakers are interesting. I'm not trying to give them over hyped credit or anything like that. I'm just saying Dorian Finney-Smith is 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, but the brother plays some pretty decent defense. And the Lakers weren't going to scare nobody on defense. Yeah, Keith Hennick, I'm with you. Keith Hennick says new ownership who doesn't know what the hell they're doing. I think that was a money move. I think that was a money move, and they're trying to get in cap space to be able to make a serious run for somebody else. They do not have the face of their franchise on their team right now. It's not Anthony Davis, and that's no shade at AD, the brow. I think that he is what he's been in LA. He is part of the big three. Whatever their big three is, he's part of that. But he's not the face of the team. They don't have that player on their team yet. I think they're going to try and make a run for somebody either before Thursday or by the summer, free agency. Okay? That's what I got on that. Man, I'm so mad at the Rockets last night. The Rockets were up by 4 with 9, 10, 12 seconds left to go, and they gave up 2 threes. They gave up 2 threes and ended up losing 99-97. You can't do that. As much as people don't realize, the Rockets are a young team with veterans sprinkled in there. They are very young. Yeah. But see, here's the thing, Ahmad said that the Lakers are going to bring back Showtime, run, shoot. They got to play some defense. We've seen Phoenix when they were all run, no D. We've seen other teams that were all run and no D, and they got nothing to show for it. I don't think the Lakers are going to make that mistake again. That's why I said guys like Dorian Finney-Smith and others that don't do a lot in the box score, but they do things that make offensive difficult for the other team. Those are the guys that will help make this thing go. I'm not crowning them yet. I'm not. OKC is the team to beat in the West to me. Everybody thought it was going to be Minnesota. A lot of folks don't realize Minnesota made some very interesting, and not necessarily in a good way, but just we don't know. It's interesting. They made those kind of trades in the offseason, and those things haven't panned out yet. Those things have not panned out yet. Let's look at OKC is at number 1 in the West, 39-9. 6 games behind them, Memphis making a move. 8 games back, the Rockets in 3rd. Denver is starting to make a little bit of a climb. They're in 4th at 9 back. The Lakers 5th in 10 games back. The Clippers, who they beat last night, are 6th. They're 12 games out. And then there you have Memphis. Remember, it used to be Denver, OKC, Minnesota, and other people. Minnesota's way down at 7. Minnesota is way down at 7. And they're 13 games out of first place. I don't think they got a 13-game run in them to get in the top spot, but they definitely have the ability to get in the top 6 where they don't have to be in that play-in. At number 8, the Kings, who just mortgaged their future. They're at number 8, 14.5 out. The Suns at number 9, 14.5 out. And then you got the Golden State Warriors at number 10, 14.5 out. So it's kind of bottom heavy. I think the team to beat in the West is clearly the OKC Thunder. Let me get some more of your comments in here. He says, Alexander is nice. I agree with you all, man. Alexander is nice. Watch the Spurs, Keith said. Victor will carry that team. Yeah, again, they making some moves. They are making some moves. I mean, for them to get the player that they got and not give up any of their main pieces, I think Pop is gonna make some things happen. I think he's gonna make some things happen. Right now, they are where? They are 12th, and they're 3 games out of the number 10 spot. They can make that up. Again, a lot of these new players have not dressed out and hit the court for their new team. So we'll know more this weekend. All right. While we're talking about this, man, if you have not seen Unrivaled, the women's 3-on-3 basketball, they don't play full court on a regulation full court. They play full court on a smaller full court. And it's quality basketball. It is fun. It's exciting. It's personable. You can enjoy the players. You can enjoy the coaches. They got a lot of XFL-like approaches to their camera work and things like that. I like it. And hats off to Nafisia Collier and the other Stewie for coming up with this league. I love it. I absolutely appreciate it more right now than I appreciate the WNBA. Definitely appreciate it more. All right, real quick, let me talk a little bit about women's college basketball. UCLA is still the team to beat. USC falling to Iowa was an ugly loss. It was an ugly loss. And again, I know a lot of folks want to say stuff about Caitlin Clark versus versus the superstar for USC. But I'm just gonna tell you, leave her alone. Leave Juju alone. She's averaging 25 points a game, 4 assists, and 7 rebounds. Leave her alone. If she stays her full 4 years, I feel like she's going to be the top in a lot of categories that your girl is in top in right now. I'm just going to say that. Keith Hennig says it's only February. It's a long way to go. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, we haven't hit the halfway part. The NBA All-Star game is what, next weekend? Not this weekend coming, but the weekend after that. Yeah, we it's about to kick in. I don't even dive into NBA basketball until after Sunday, so it's about to kick in. But going back to what I was saying on the rankings, UCLA definitely number 1. South Carolina is definitely number 2. Definitely no question mark about that. Notre Dame is definitely number 3. Texas has moved up to number 4 because of the UC loss. UConn is at number 5. I would flip-flop UConn and Texas, honestly. LSU, number 6, but man, they got dog walked by South Carolina. USC fell all the way down to number 7. Ohio State's at number 8. Number 9, TCU. Haley Van Lith got TCU cooking. Duke lost a tough one over the weekend. They're at number 10. Kentucky 11. Kansas State 12. North Carolina 13. NC State, which beat Duke, up to number 14. Oklahoma at number 15. So the women looking very interesting. Jumping over to the men's game. Men's college basketball. Here we go. Rankings. Auburn still at number 1. Duke at number 2. I saw them play a couple of games this past week, and they are damn good. Duke is back. Alabama, number 3. Tennessee, number 4. Houston at number 5. Houston is not a pretty team. They're a good team, though. And they got a great coach. They got one of the best coaches in the game. At number 6, you got Florida. Purdue, number 7. Iowa State at number 8. Michigan State, number 9. Michigan State just lost. At number 10, you've got A&M, and then Marquette drops all the way down to 11. Ugly loss to St. John last night. So there we go. So anyway, let me get ready to roll. But again, for the 6 contestants in the lunch break weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge playoff bracket this week. Got to have them by Sunday at 5 Central. 5 Central. Keep doing what you've been doing. Send them to me either way. Do not forget to put the exact final score. I've instructed the interns to send you a message back if you do not have the exact final score. We got to have it this week with everything being so close. Got to have it, okay? So we will definitely check you out. I'm about to roll. Be sure and celebrate the women in sports today. Again, follow me on either Twitter or Blue Sky, better known as Blue Ski for me. And I've got some ladies I'm going to honor today. All right. And of course, it's Black History Month. It is Black History Month. And who do I want to celebrate on this day in Black History? Who do I want to celebrate? I know it should be sports related, but no, I'm not going to just do it sports related because there's too much going on in our society and community. John Morton Finney was a Buffalo soldier who fought in World War I, earned 11 degrees, and practiced law until he was 106 years old. He was believed to be the longest practicing attorney in the United States. On this day in Black history, we celebrate John Morton Finney. Just because you don't teach in a school don't mean it won't be learned. Black History Month is here to stay. And watch this, Black history is American history. As always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I truly do love you. There is nothing you can do about it except tune into my guy, Chris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, tomorrow, 12 noon. And then the coach, Johnny Cole, with the HBCU Stroll on Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. I'll be back on Wednesday to let you know who won that money. So y'all take it easy. We will definitely talk to you then. I mean it, man. Y'all all right with me. Y'all are all right with me. Y'all take it easy.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.